space.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Chris, Old Blind Sunny for the Old Blind Sunny YouTube channel. Today is Wednesday, back with story time. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a Survive the Wild upload. Haven't uploaded in a while. Um, yeah guys, I'm out of a phone. My phone is out of commission. It's totally done for. So so before we get started with story time part 5, in my preteen and teen years, I just want to say, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, share, and share my videos out. Like my videos. The more you like my videos, the more they get suggested. The more you subscribe, it helps grow my channel. So, story time part 5. So, from my preteen years when I was about 12, in my teen years. So, when I was about 12, guys, you know how you guys see like knots in certain things? And well, I seen a knot into this cord, right? Into this cord from a stereo or something. And it was really bugging me. I couldn't get it out with my fingers, so I had to pretty much try to get it out. And I thought, well, hey, I seen people get knots out of things with teeth, string and whatnot. So I tried that. Boy, I do that. Ooh, I felt that electricity go through me. Never again. Never again. Never again. So, and then when I was about 15, guys, when I'm about 15, you know those cellophane packs of safety razors? Well, when I was about 15, I was at the store with my mom one time, because what happened, my brother, who's autistic, him and his crew, they were going to go to Vegas, and so she wanted to get some stuff for him. She wanted to get some toiletry stuff, and, pack him a bag, because they were going to leave that next day. So we were at the store that night, and I was literally standing there with the cart thinking, I wonder how thin or thick cellophane paper is, if it can prevent you from getting cut. Well, being a 15-year-old that I was, being stupid, I decided to try it. Well, I just kind of pushed on the cellophane. Oh my God, never again. So I tried to hide it real quick. Mom seen all this blood. She goes, "What'd you do?" I said, well, I was trying to do a cellophane test to see how thick the cellophane was, so see if how thick it was where it wouldn't go through the where the blade wouldn't go through. So I pushed on it. And she said, "That's what happened and you cut yourself." Yeah, I did. Being stupid. Just like the time with me being 12. Oh, and so I'm gonna go back a little bit before I go back into my teen years and all the graduation stuff, and then when I graduated and all that stuff. So when we were younger, we made a lot of stuff in wood shop, and I remember one time we made a rug where you'd have like a loom, and you'd weave in and out, over under, in and out, over under, all the weird stuff. It was fun. It was cool to make art. It was cool to make rugs, but man, it got boring after a while. Really boring, really boring. So made a rug which took more than a month to make, because we had these big looms where they actually showed us how to make looms, and you put string on it. You put nails all along the side edge of all four edges. So you put nails in the bottom edge, nails in the top, nails on both sides, right? So you have top going across, bottom going across, and you have the two right and left sides going up and down, right? Vertical. I mean, horizontal up and down. And then you have the bottom and top vertical. So they showed us how to make a loom. We made a loom. Then they showed us how to put string on it, top and bottom, this and that. So we had to go all the top right. We'd go put string on the top, starting all the way down. We had to go vertical. Then we had to go horizontal. And we had to put string on sideways when we made our loom, because that's how you had to do it for the rug, right? So, or no, we just went all the way down, horizontal, top and bottom, all the way down. The the vertical, the horizontal was when you started looming and weaving, when you started weaving your rug. So basically, you would have to put string on a Duma flunchet. I forgot what they call that thing, the little stick thing. And so we did that. And it was all right. It was fun. And one time we made everybody got something they wanted to make. For me, I first made a little CD rack. I made that out of wood. Well, one day, being the curious 9, 10-year-old that I was using a hand plane. You know, this thing that you go across and it kind of shaves the wood to make the corner shape. You use a plane, not the one that you fly, a PLAIN, a plane. So a hand plane. So I'm using that and I'm going along and I'm thinking, well, what happens? Because I thought, I didn't look at the bottom. I'm smart enough to know if you know the bottom of the plane, you'll get cut for sure. So I didn't think nothing. I was just kind of curious if you look in the inside, like the little slot towards you with the plane. Yeah, lo and behold, I got a little shaving a little bit, but it wasn't that bad. And so I just kept right on planing and doing my thing. I didn't tell nobody about it. But one day, my teacher was having me hold the nail. I don't know if it was I forgot what I made. I made a little box. There was a little square box I made, but like a little catch-all box. And so I made the catch-all box. Well, my teacher was holding the nail. I was holding the nail, and Mr. Ball accidentally hit my thumb with the hammer. Boy, that's a normal thing. Ain't nothing. But it hurt. I ain't gonna lie, it hurt. But, so, fast forward to when I was a teenager. So they had us do this work step program. So and before that, we had to do job readiness, career exploration. They had to do a class on that, and had us do, what kind of job do. And back then, I was always wanting to be a DJ. All right, I was always wanting to be a DJ, and which was cool because I actually got my intern. Well, more on that in this story. So they had us do a work step program first on campus, and they wanted us to go off campus. Well, I never got the DJ opportunity at ASTB, but they had us do the work step program on campus. So they had me because they knew I was into communication stuff. They had me be a janitor helper, so I'd clean like the vocational room, clean tables and stuff like that. Well, one day I forgot who it was. Oh yeah, who was that? Oh, his name was Jesse. He was cool. I liked him, Jesse Felix. Hats off to him. He was cool. He was a janitor, so I was his helper. So I was cleaning the tables. I had his radio and all that. I was having fun. I was cleaning the tables and doing stuff. But I was watching. I was keeping track of time. Okay, 2:40 rolls around. So I figured, man, I better get to the bus. Well, I didn't know where he was, so I grabbed the radio and I just had it on my side, right? I just put it on me, and I'm walking to the bus. And I don't know what everybody else is doing, but I was walking to the bus, and I caught up with my friend Manny. I think it was my friend Rosie. We were all talking, and I didn't hear nothing. I heard this waving. I heard it raining. I didn't pay attention. I ain't got no thought. Oh, all walking, talking, laughing, and man, he said, "What'd you do?" I said, "I had to clean I had a janitor. I cleaned the tables and stuff like that." I didn't pay no attention. I heard the radio going off. No problem. That won't bother me. I'm hearing this, and all of a sudden, we're making it to the bus bay. We're our bus ain't even here yet. We're just sitting there. All of a sudden, I hear this guy come up right behind me. Hey. I turn around and go, "Hey, what's up?" He goes, "Oh, man, you forgot my radio." I said, "Oh, yeah, here. I forgot it. I was trying to make it to the bus. I didn't want to miss my bus." Because I understand, man. You did a good job. That was all cool. We all good. So when I was I was about 16. I worked at this Christian radio station called 690 AM KVOI. It's no longer it's a talk station, but it's not, Yeah, I don't like talk stations. I mean, it's always been a talk station, but they didn't play like Christian program or nothing. So I worked there. I got my intern DJ-ship. So I helped them play the programs and stuff like that, and I worked there from every day from 4:30 to about 7:30 because they would go off the air at night, about 8 o'clock at night. So I was their DJ guy. I would play the programs. I would do all the pod setting. We had these carts. They would cartridge. I'd play the commercials. There was the controls that were in Braille on the console. They had the pot controls. We had pot 1, pot 2, pot 3 for every commercial that you had to play. So each pot had their own cart. So you had the pot where you set the numbers. And I was doing them by myself. So one day I'm sitting there and I'm kind of getting tired. Yeah, and this was in the summer. I had to it was an intern summer thing is what it was. So I'm kind of getting tired. And so one day I'm sitting there and I thought, man, maybe I'll need to go give me a soda. So I forgot I had one of the pots up. So I wanted to make sure what commercial was right. How they did it was they showed you how to put it on a certain thing where it would just come out the little speaker, not over the program. Well, I forgot. And so I hit the commercial, see what the commercial was, and it was playing over the program. I thought, oops, okay, yeah, we're not even done playing the program, and I was there sitting there. And I was getting tired. So I said, hey, I'll be right back. I'm going to get a soda. So I went and got a soda, come back. But boy, woo! One day, okay, 95, I was 16 years old. And 95, I'll never forget it. And I wasn't at my aunt's, thank God. But, guys, listen to me. Listen to me clearly. If you've never thought of tornadoes in Arizona, all right, y'all know Arizona has 4 tornadoes a year, right? Boy, let me tell you right now, I know for sure it was a tornado. Because let me tell you guys the first deal of a microburst, all right? A microburst is going to take off, maybe I'll peel off a roof, all right? Maybe it might blow down a tree. Maybe it might take off some siding. Oh, no. August 11th, 1995 was one of the radio station days. Matter of fact, I'm going to go back. All right, that morning was cool. It was hot and muggy. We dropped off my brother at his Desert Survivors, his daycare program, me and my mom. Because we had to go get me registered for school. All right? Haha, what lovely day that was. And, of course, they didn't have, I don't think they had the high school built for us yet. Or they weren't done with that yet. So they got us all registered. Well, guess what? We had to wait till September to start. Because they weren't done with the construction and all that. Well, got us registered, got us in. So, it was all good. So, hot, muggy, real hot, real muggy. Alright, we come home. We relaxed for a little bit. I talked to my aunt on the phone that day. We didn't think nothing of it. Alright, go pick up my brother. It's about 2:30 that day. Yeah, it was thundering, all kinds of thunder. And I thought, I don't know, man. It's thunder. No, it just thunders and that's it. It never rains. Didn't think nothing of it. We get back home, me and my brother and mom. I'm watching this storm and it's coming. It's getting closer. I just thought, oh, we're not going to rain out this one. It wasn't even blowing. The wind wasn't even blowing. But guys, it was like an eerie calm. It was like too calm for me, okay? Too calm for comfort. I thought, man, this ain't going to be good. Storm's getting closer. It was about 3:30, 4 o'clock. I had to go to the radio station to get, and my grandma called me about a few minutes before. She said, hey, I don't want you guys going out. It's supposed to be really bad. It's supposed to be raining real hard, right? Well, my mom, Mary, never paid attention to what anybody said, or you know, things wouldn't happen the way they did. So, so I told her, Grandma said it's going to rain real bad. She said, oh, it's not going to rain. It's just thundering a little bit. Well, a few minutes later, man, that wind starts coming. She's on the screen. It's a dangerous situation. Now, mind you, we did not see nothing about tornado warning. I swear, before we get to leave, at 4:30, she looks at that TV. She goes, huh. Tornado warning issued for Tucson until 4:30. She says, tornado warning? We don't have tornado warning. We're not in Kansas or Texas or Oklahoma. They must have made a mistake. I didn't know nothing, so, of course, Willa made it halfway down the freeway, and she couldn't see it was raining so bad. So we had to turn around and come back home. I had to call the radio station. They told me, well, don't be coming. It's a real bad storm. I was going to call you, tell you, don't be coming. It's a super bad storm. So, well, me and my aunt, we were big weather people, right? Big weather people. I would have almost bet if she was still alive, I would have already had her and my uncle go down and become weather spotters, right? We were big weather people. I called her, and I thought, man, I'm just going to see what's going on. Well, man, my uncle Ed answered the phone, and they don't have, and first thing I thought was, well, why are they on their kitchen phone? He says, and my aunt gets on the phone. She's all stressed. I said, what's up? Hey, how'd you guys like the storm? She goes, the biggest thing I remember was lightning blew up my windows. I said, what? I thought she was kidding. I had to kind of, why? Lightning blew out the windows. Okay. She says, yeah, we have no electricity. And, okay, guys, that was no microburst. That was definitely a tornado. There were 2 weeks without electricity, 3 weeks without electricity. They didn't know it was that bad. So, they're there. And I guess according to my aunt, she said they were in the hall. Everything blew out. The windows, the truck, the windows in the car, the mobile home windows, every window in the bedroom. And they didn't know nothing. You couldn't hear nothing. It was like a roar. That's what tornadoes do. They're like a roar, like a big old diesel freight train coming through. So she said, after everything calmed down, she's there yelling. There was a cop. Now, guys, in a regular summer thunderstorm, there's not going to be no cops yelling. They knew something was up. Cop was yelling, hey, everybody okay in there? So they walked outside, seen them, and nobody knew nothing. They didn't even know nothing. They had looked in the window because they felt this really cool air in one of the windows. He looked up, seen the curtain blowing back and forth. And he said, yeah, that window's out. It's out in every bedroom. There's about 6 inches of water in each bedroom, guys. Couldn't believe it. So, Mom calls, and Tom's there, and she talks to Tom, and she's, she at first, because, guys, okay, I don't know what was the onset of her and my aunt being jealous of each other as sisters, but they were been jealous of each other as sisters as kids. So I went to tell her, hey, Bobby got their windows and stuff blown out. She didn't want to believe me. Well, when she called Tom answered, and he says, yeah, the windows and stuff got blown out of the truck and the car, and he said their walls damaged from a actual. Guys, this is the truth. This is why I know it wasn't a microburst. Microburst BS. It was a tornado. That's why I know it was a tornado, because my dad had this camper, this big old motorhome. It was an RV. The RV got thrown into the wall. Yes, guys, thrown into the wall. And they tell me that was a microburst. That was no. If you tell me that was a microburst, you make comments in my videos that was a microburst, I'll tell you go climb a tree, because I know the difference. All right, and if you look up the tornado level scale, the EF0 to EF5, It's going to explain to you what the different category levels are. And I know those levels. I don't know them off hand by heart. But I know there's different intensities in the levels. So I don't want no comments that, hey, it was a microburst. Because when I tell you all the poles were snapped down like toothpicks from the freeway all down, all even Triple T didn't have no electricity. Nobody had no electricity. Yeah. So that was my day of when I was 15. That was the most day I'll never forget. I'll never forget it. I was 15 years old and we had our first tornado. So here's the deal on this, guys. So in '96, I was 16. I was getting ready to graduate ASDB. I graduated in '98, but that's a couple years before I graduated. So the cool thing was, so I listened to this program called The Final Hour. They had nothing but Christian rock, Christian metal. It was cool. I love that stuff. I still love that stuff to this day. I still got it on my Apple Music. Anywho, so in '96, I remember that year I listened to The Final Hour 3 weeks before. They said, "Hey, we're doing a contest, and somebody wins a CD. We're gonna be whoever wins the CD, they'll be qualified to win an electric guitar." At first, we're gonna be Washburn back that deal. So they didn't say. So I won. I was always good. I was always good at winning things on the radio. I always done that. I won CDs. I won all kinds of stuff. I haven't won money yet, but I won CDs. I tell you, I was good at that. So that week, I won a CD, right? Well, a couple weeks later, old Dale calls me. Dale Cummings. I remember him. He was the producer. He was the guy that did The Final Hour every Saturday night. I had to listen to Dale Cummings. That was my thing. Anyway, a couple weeks later, I met my aunts. They called me. I don't know how he got my number. I don't know how in the world he got my aunt's number. Oh, maybe my mom. Because at the time I was spending the night at my aunt's, so he called me my aunt's. I go, yeah, I didn't know. He said, "Hey, this is Chris." I go, "Yeah, it's Chris." He says, "Hey, we're calling to say you won an electric guitar." I said, "What?" Man, I was so happy. I said, "Are you serious?" He says, "Yes, you won." I said, "Oh my God!" And guys, I was like 20. There were like 15, 20,000 people, and I was the number one first place out of 15,020 people that won that guitar. So I was all happy. They had a big old thing, and it was it was at the end of the year. It was at the end of the year. They come down. Dale come down. Everybody was there. My who was there? My uncle was there. My mom was there. Yeah, my mom was there. My uncle was there. 'Cause at that time, my mom was still drivable. Yeah, my mom was still drivable. So yeah, everybody was there. Everybody was having a good old time. I was happy. Everybody was there. We was at the Performing Arts Center. I'll never forget that. We were all there. I was kind of in shock. I didn't know what to do. Mr. A was our counselor. He come up to me that one morning, and I was like, I kind of had to overthink it. I had to kind of wait a minute. I got this call, and I won a guitar. I had to sit there and I think, wait a minute. Am I really the first person out of 20,000 people, 15 to 20,000 people in the West to win a guitar? So I'm sitting there and eating my breakfast. He comes up, "Hey, you awake?" I go, "Yeah, I'm awake. I have to be awake." He said, "Good, because we're going to be having your thing today. You won a guitar." And yeah, okay, I won a guitar. Well, it didn't really sit home with me till I was all there. And Dale Cummings and everybody was there. And they all took pictures of me with the guitar. And man, I wish I would have still had those pictures to this day. I think I might. Somewhere. I might have those pictures. So he come up. He was the one that, congratulated me for winning this guitar, and it was a Fender Squire, man. I played that thing like nuts. When I first got it home, I played that thing like nuts. I just got rid of it, by the way, because, man, I feel so sad, because that guitar meant a lot to me. And it was like 25 years old, and, the sun was warped. I'll go into that story. I'll go into that story part I'll go into stories. We're doing story time every Wednesday. But so that was a couple years before I graduated. Back in '96, that was one of my most memorable teenage years as a teenager. When I was about 16, I won that guitar. But yeah. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this story time part 5, 12 to my teen years. I will going to continue more with it. Going to go from my teen years to my adulthood years. Because I got some stuff for that, and I got some good stuff, and it was all good, and we're going to tell some good stories about. Oh, just hold your horses. We'll be telling that next week. Guys, take care. I hope you enjoyed this. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Take care, guys.
OBS Studio 27. Start virtual. Stop recording checkbox.